G'day, welcome to the Duplo Builder, and today what we're going to do is we're going to be using all these colors that you see in front of you to do some creative free play and building. So what I would love you to do is pause the video and get your Duplo, your Lego, your Thomas Trains, whatever you want, and put them into some color piles and get ready to do some building with me. You might notice that over there you'll see some drums. And if you hang around for long enough, I might take you for a tour on my drum kit, which is just the best thing ever. Okay, let's get started. We have some green over here, so I'm just going to go grab it, bring it in front of my camera so we can start with our free creative building. I don't know what it's going to look like, but I'm very excited to see what I come up with building today. Okay, so I love this piece here. You can also see my crock there. That's a nice crock, isn't it? All the way down from Australia. I love this round piece. I just think you can do so much with it. And let's just start on some trailers, hey? We've got some yellow on here, but I decided because this has got a lot of green on it that I'm gonna put it in the green pile. So there you go. Let me just attach that like that. I like things to stay together as best as possible. I'm going to figure out a way to see if I can actually get these two trailers to stick together somehow. So I'm going to get one of these. I'm so sorry. I just need to pause this video and address the elephant in the room. If we look over on my left hand here, you'll notice there is a flax seed stuck to my hand. I have no idea where this flax seed came from. We do put flax seeds in our muesli, and I also know that our baby tends to throw those things around the house, as well as my 4-year-old who loves to join in. So that could be a possibility. I just need to let you know I am a clean guy, feeling a little bit embarrassed that there is a flaxseed stuck to my hand. And you know what? I'm wondering how long this flaxseed is going to be stuck to my hand in this video. So I'm sorry about that, and let's move on. Cheeky pieces right here. And I'm gonna chuck that on just like that. Oh, aren't we feeling so good already? So little time has passed and so much has happened already. Might chuck that awesome looking piece here. You know what though? I'm thinking that I want these two trailers to be a little bit more reinforced. I want them to be stronger. So I'm actually going to take this piece off here. I'm going to get another one of these pieces. I'm going to put that here. And that gives us a stronger trailer and more to build on, so that will be fun. All right, I love green because it reminds me of Donkey Kong Country from back in the 90s. Who of you, I'm probably talking to parents now, who's played Donkey Kong Country on Super Nintendo. All the tropical vibes. We've got it on. How are we going here? It's taken a while to get this piece on the way I want it, and so if you're like me, you might be feeling feelings of deep frustration or deep happiness. Do you like the challenge or do you not like the challenge? Look at that, that's looking absolutely wonderful. I love that piece. I can't wait to use that because it bends. Doink, doink, doink. And this is from one of the train sets, this number 5. Where could I put that? I'm gonna chuck that on top there. I feel like that this vehicle here is starting to reach close to its full potential, but we've got other green pieces to work with, so we might have 2 builds with the greens. Let's have a look here. I might actually get a piece of broccoli. You could also call it a tree, but that's looking quite nice there, isn't it? And some of you can see already that I like things to be a little bit, symmetrical or even. Goodness gracious, let's see if I can break myself out of that. There we go, we've got a beautiful little tomato leaf on top of the broccoli head. And should I finish it up with anything? Yes, I'm gonna finish it up with this cup. And ta-da! How does that feel? Yeah, great, there's one. All right, don't worry, I got some more green pieces to work with. So here's another trailer. This has got some aqua on there. Now that aqua could have been put all the way in that blue pile over there with that little bit of yellow. Goodness gracious, where's the consistency? But I've decided, because most of this trailer is green, I'll put it in the green pile. And right now we have some of these cool pieces here that I might just chuck on like that. Good doink. All right, we'll do another one here. Oh, do I need to get away from my symmetry? Okay, let me move it. I still like strength, okay, in my builds. So I do like it to be strong. But we've got a nice tea here. Who likes tea? Good, we have a green tea. Who likes to drink green tea? Parents, not ready for the young'uns just yet, but it is quite healthy, I think. So they tell me. Could I put that on yet? I found this. This is kind of like a, I think this is also goes with the broccoli pieces. Let's put you here. I'm gonna have to be careful and watch out for my being over symmetrical. So I don't have two of these pieces, so now I'm not being too even. So congratulations me. If anybody would like to give me some affirmation, you're welcome to clap. Imagine that my shoulder is next to you and give me a pat on the shoulder. Let's put a leaf coming out of there. And that's feeling very nice. Okay, what else could I finish that with? I feel like I want to finish that with something coming off the back here. This is getting nice and tropical, and we'll finish you off with that. Am I going to be able to use all the greens? I'm not sure, but we've got two vehicles here. Let's just push that first one over there. Ugh. And that one can go over there. And we are left with a few pieces. There's not many to go, but let's see if I can get them all together somehow connected. So I have used every one of those pieces. Now the tricky thing is when you're building, you know, it's very easy to want things to look perfect and feel perfect. And if you're like me, everything just has to look even and feel perfect. But the good thing about Duplo is that it challenges you to build in a non-perfect way. See, I mean, put me a few years ago and I wouldn't have liked that, but you know what? There's some just rolling with it here. And you can get some pretty awesome little creations if you just allow things to be what they want to be, okay? I do like things to be strong. There's a little bit of weakness here, but that's okay. It's okay if it's not super strong. We're just not gonna charge at it and try run it over, okay? What do we got? Put you there. Put that on top. And we've got the broccoli on the bottom here. And the only thing I'm worried about is, can I get that to stand up? I can't, but that's okay. I would love to move on to the other colors because, I mean, do I want to keep you here all day? I'm not sure. It would be great if you are not in front of a screen all day, because we want to make sure your eyes are refocusing on different lengths. Okay, there we go. We've got 3 awesome green vehicles. I'm going to put that over the green area now. Da, 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 da. I bought all this Duplo for my kids. Did I buy them for my kids, you're asking, or did I buy them for me? That is the never-ending question. Let's get into some blue and aqua with a little bit of splash of orange and yellow. All right. We've got this awesome one. This is good for water play, floats in the bath, really cool. But also really good because it serves as a nice platform to start building some things on top of. So I might actually start with, decisions. I want to be quick here. I don't want to waste your time. It's not very strong, that's the problem. This comes off too easily. I think that's the only thing I struggle with sometimes with Duplo is they all look so perfect and the colors are amazing. And then you try to stick some pieces together with other pieces and they just fall apart in an instant. And yeah, then I sort of go and have a bit of a cry. That's okay, isn't it? Crying's all right. I forget which way to put on the back, but well, that's a train. That's from that number train box, which is lots and lots of fun. We can make this a tiny bit more interesting by putting a cloud on the top. Will it go on the top? Nope. Oh yes it will. Just like that. And is there anything I can chuck on the front? I can't really see anything that will stay on the front, I don't think. So I reckon we'll leave that vehicle as is. I'll just move that over there so you can see that and marvel at it. What have we got next? We have I feel like this sheep, well no, that might be the hippopotamus. We could make it a sheep hippopotamus. So there we go. Sheep hippopotamus. And then we can get the hippopotamus head with the sheep doing some knitting. It's a bit ironic, isn't it? We could call that a hippo sheep. And ta-da, and they are best friends. Dee, 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 dee. Okay, we move on. I love medium-sized blocks with 8 dots on it. There's just something about it that I really click with, I connect with. Absolute pun intended right there. And how are we gonna make this work? I'm gonna start with this here. And I want that to go on like that. Diggers, they were a huge thing in our family for a while. It's now turned into trains. You can actually see that I set up the train in the corner there, just for your convenience. And I'm gonna put a dark blue, one of those medium classic blocks right there. Kind of looks like a scorpion, a very fascinating animal. Great for checking out the documentaries and having a squiz on how scary and terrifying they are, but also very, very interesting animals. Hey? Okay, we've got a scorpion digger. Am I going to be able to connect this walkie-talkie there? I might need a human for that. My son calls them Humians. And let's put the number 8. Number 8 feeling great. And why not top that off with another cloud? Dun, 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 dun. All right, so we'll put that there. And I feel like what we can do is we can get that bath toy again. I wonder if we can put something on there. Bath or water toy, it can be a pool toy really. That is actually connecting really well. And now we've got this to go on top. Doesn't that feel nice? Okay, we could actually just unload the walkie-talkie like that. So let's put that there, or you could call that an old school giant phone, like back in the pre-2008, was it? I think that's right. And maybe, I don't know really what to do there. I feel like I just trapped myself. But what we can do is, why not put another number there, 7. We could call it Kevin 7. You might hear my children in the background on their backyard truck. Noise energy is kind of similar to moving energy. And sometimes if you have noise energy, you need to get that out. So it's a really good thing to go outside and get that noise energy out and about. You just can't hold that noise energy in, hey? All right, look at that. 7 Kevin. We are left over with only a few little bits here. We have this watering can, which is pretty exciting. Look at that. So why not get out and water the garden? More gardening the better, hey? You get lots of great benefits from being amongst plants. Did you know that? If you don't know that, talk to something on about it. Talk to someone about it who knows a lot about it. Something or someone. I'll put these here like this. These particular pieces often don't click in very well. They fall out, but they happen to be clicking really nicely with these bits here. We only have 2 more bits to work with. We're just going to put them in the top. They're kind of like our water to pour. And guess what? Now we've done our blues and aquas. Dun, 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 dun. All right, we are now up to red. Here I go. The Duplo Builder is on the move. You actually noticed that. I'm not sure if you've seen yet, but my t-shirt is aqua. Red, we've got some red here, and that is with, we're pretty lucky because we've got a bit of Mack the Truck from Cars, and I'm not sure how many of you have seen Cars, but it tends to be a bit of a worldwide winner. I was teaching some people the other day, and the teenagers, they're kind of, 15, 16-year-old teenagers, they were saying Cars 1 and Cars 3 are the best ones. But, you tell me, what do you think? Are Cars 1 and Cars 3 the best ones? Well, I'm not sure. I found myself very moved with Cars 1 and Cars 3, but I couldn't tell you about Cars 2 because I haven't actually watched it yet. There's my Crocs. All right, let's start with this. Should we actually just put Mack the Truck straight on there? Why not? Well, I'll turn that around. He is obviously the voice of the pig in Toy Story, if any of you have taken the time to enjoy the awesomeness of that film. All right, look at that. Now we have something on the back. We've got this awesome toolbox here. I wonder where we can put that. But before we put the toolbox anywhere, let's maybe start with his hat. Now this is what Mack might normally look like, but I wonder, should we make it a little bit different? Again, growing up, I've always been one of those people who needs to make sure everything looks like the front of the box. I wonder if any of you feel like that sometime, but why not put half a tomato under his hat? Look at that. How would you feel having half a tomato under your hat? There's also a tomato face. Why not put a full tomato under there? But why not put this? Oh, this is supposed to be in the orange pile, isn't it? But did I do that? Nope. You'll notice that the orange pile and the yellow pile are frightfully similar. I did want to make sure I got to do two different colors there. Look at that, now we've got 2 sets of eyes. So we've got, that's a lot of really clear eyesight. And oh, hey there. Now, I'm sorry about my voice acting that I just did then. I wonder if there's a way we can put this on with this tractor here. We'll put the number 1 at the front. Number 1 and hot dog bun. And let's put this toolbox up the back here, like that, so we can see the toolbox from the back of the tractor. And why not just chuck that on top? Almost like a monster truck tractor. If you just chucked another big wheel there, you'd kind of sort of have a big old monster truck. But you can see the number 1 at the front and you can see a toolbox at the back. And that's pretty handy, isn't it? I can't really do anything with the trailer. I'm just going to put this, I'm going to put Mack over here with his tomato on his head. And we're just going to finish up with this trailer. And I might be able to put some wings on there. make it fly around a little bit. Oh, cool. And that's just a simple, minimal little trailer there, but it can fly around, hey? Off we go. That is the red done. And we're almost halfway through, which means soon we're going to be able to have a quick look at that drum kit. You can obviously see the drum pad stand right here. That's pretty exciting. Why would you use a drum pad? It's usually the first thing parents say. They go to their kids, if you practice on the drum pad every night for 7 years, I might buy you a drum kit. Ah, parents, scallywags. Many kids might agree. Okay. All right, we've got some coral and purple. I thought I'd mix these two because I'm running low on purple pieces, and I thought, why not mix it in with coral? And I got a lot of these pieces from the Ariel Kids TV show, the latest one, not the old school one from when I was growing up, where it was quite scary. This one, actually, I really enjoyed the modern Ariel cartoon. It is very uplifting. It doesn't leave anybody with bad dreams, which is the best, because I like to go to sleep feeling happy. And let's have a look here. We've got some coral. Oh, let's do something fun here. Guess what? We could put this purple on this coral here, and we could put this coral on this purple here, and guess what? I'm not doing it directly next to each other, so I'm challenging myself not to be even. Do many people have to put this much effort into not being even like me? Probably not. But that is my burden to bear. Okay. We'll put some coral here. That's kind of like a pink. It's not actually, this is the coral color, but that's a flower. This is actually coral, and it is pink. I'm sorry if any steam is coming out of anybody's ears about that one. We'll put a flower on top here, and we'll put some grapes on top of that flower. More coral and purple, and I don't even know what that is. I feel like it's in the shape of some bananas, but it's coral. Me and my son call it bananas, so let's just do that. But feel free to tell me what that actually is, if you have any insight into what it is. There you go. I'm really happy with this this little kingdom, and you can just go inside there. You can put your person inside there. Actually, you'll notice that Ariel's here. Ariel, oh, 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 there's so much adventure, etc. All right, so Ariel can go in here, and there you go. Cool. Close that door. We are done. All right, let's move on to, oh, we are halfway. Let's have a quick tour of the drum kit. You'll see there's also a guitar right there, but today is not going to be a guitar day. Today is going to be a drum kit day. So have a quick look. This is a drum pad. This is for practicing at night time, or just warming up. This is my drum stool. Let's have a bit of a listen to what this pedal does here. This is my bass drum pedal. So ready for it? And this pedal here over to the left is my hi-hat pedal. So I'm just gonna put it down, twist a knob, and I can make a noise with that. And if I hit this thing here, this is a snare drum here, I'm gonna hit that, and that's gonna sound like this. And these are the three main things that you would start with when playing the drums. So you might do a really fun little beat like this. And you'll notice that I've got these cool sticks with red on them, and I love these sticks so much. They help, this red is kind of like a wax. It helps me hold the sticks and grip, stops them from flying away. And I've got these big giant sticks right here. Can you see them? They're massive, absolutely huge. I mean, you might not realize how big they are, but if you saw these in real life, you'd be like, man, these are tree trunks. Why are you playing things with these tree trunks? They're actually marching band sticks, and they are flipping awesome. All right, we're gonna move on to some yellow now. Now there will be some more drumming walkthroughs and hints and tips in other videos. I might even play something at the end, but let's move on to some yellow. All right, we've got yellow and orange left. Very exciting stuff. I'm gonna bring it back down here. Got the trains in the corner. We've got my Crocs in frame. And we are very lucky to have this awesome thing here. Kind of like a mouth, but no, that's where a person would go. They are smaller than real humans. They're actually plastic figures. They're not real. Or are they? Actually, that's a very good question. So we can make that happen, but I feel like we need to just make that a bit more interesting, okay? So let's start. Right, so I'm still looking at this video and looking at my hand, and I'm noticing that that flaxseed is still on my left hand. That is one determined flaxseed. Let's see how determined this flaxseed is and see if it can stay to the end of this video. Start with, I think this is pineapple. Put some pineapple, a slice of pineapple on there, and a bit of pineapple head, but that's a bit higher. Oh, don't worry, I can make that all work. Put some wings on here, like this, and now we're gonna be able to put something on top of that. So we'll start with this to go on the front, like that. Maybe turn it to the side. Oh, hi there, says the pineapple. You are awesome, you are great. Make sure you know that. And we've also got a door, so there's a few options for whatever figure wants to come and hang out. Let's get old mate right here. Well, hi. Oh, hi. Would you like to come and enjoy the vehicle? Yes, I would love that. I could go this way, but there's also a back way, and g'day. It's nice to meet you, and my name is Pineapple. Okay, we'll close that. Also, that person can sit in here, and we can, well no, that's getting stuck, isn't it? So we'll put this person in seating position. We're good to go. All right, that is a vehicle. Let's put Flounder on the top, since he just is so happy. And why not bless this vehicle with the head of a chicken? Aha, all right. That is the first vehicle, first item built. Congratulations me, and congratulations you if you have made it this far into the video so far. How's your building going? I would like to know. How's your yellow going? And are you using Duplo? Are you using Lego? Are you using Thomas trains? Are you using, does Meccano still even exist? I would love to know if that's a thing. I guess we should finish off the body with a head, or maybe we can finish off the body with a very small head. I hear pots and pans in the background being thrown all over the floor. Don't worry, there is a carer. That is my wife. And the kids are taken care of. The pots and the pans, I'm not sure. I'm not even sure if you can hear it. I can hear it. It's frightfully loud. No, that's not gonna work. And so we kind of have the number 4 with the head of a little chicken or a chick. And we have the chicken body with watermelon with the head of a bird. And I mean, that's fun. We move on. One thing I'm also always very conscious about when recording is when people, have you ever noticed when people try to be funny or make a joke they say a lot straight after their joke. So if you hear me trying to be funny, which I'm sorry if I am trying to do that, you might hear an Okay, so we've now got, I do like doing this where I create a huge gap in between the trailer and the original top. And we'll just put this on the back here. This is in case this truck feels like carrying a giant plant on the back. Aha, there we go. And we'll put that there, we'll put that there. I never really liked to stack these little square, I love these square blocks by the way. I never really liked to stack them because I feel like it's a little bit of a waste sometimes. But in the spirit of moving right along, I will break my own rule and absolutely do that. This is looking absolutely stunning. I can't even believe how beautiful this is. That's not going to work. All right, and we now finish up with, we'll put this on top here, and yeah, this is great. It's looking really good. See, there's a big circle on top. There's a big pot where you could put a plant in, but now we can't because we put a big flying saucer on top. And we've also separated the trailer base from the body. And that's, I do it, and you can see right through there. So you can see the chicken head and little flounder, right? Oh, no, there's even more. There's the chicken bird, the chicken and the bird, just in there. Can you see that, everyone? Yeah, happy days. All right, moving on. And we actually were left with a trailer, and I've got nothing to do with that. So you could call that a fail, or you could call that, don't even worry, you can try again next time, and your character is being built at this moment. That is tipping back a little bit. Maybe I can just use this yellow trailer to break the fall. How are we feeling so far, everyone? How did you go with your yellow? If there was a way for you to upload pictures and show me, I would actually love to see what you've been building. I wonder if you can do that in comments. I don't think you can, but I'm going to try after this video to see if that's a possibility. Okay, thank you for waiting while I walked over there just then. I used to be able to do that in 0.01 of a second, and then I turned 39. I was 5 and then I was 39. Don't know how that happened, so I'm still 5. I just sound a lot older. Okay. This is a fun piece. I like the strength of it and the versatility of this piece. It's just so much fun. We've got, I've got a lot of trailers, and so I will make use of that. And then we do have a carrot, and normally I would finish off the carrot, as you know. I would give into my OCD and make sure the carrot looks like a proper carrot. But today I'm going to put this square on top. I'm going to stack another one on top. Oh dear. Oh, actually, no, you know what? I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. Look, see, that's better, because now I can create a multi-layered, multi-dimensional carrot being. And I'm wondering if I can put this, not just yet, I'm not there yet. Have a look. Okay, that was a carrot, but now it's like a stretched out carrot. We haven't got the carrot top yet. We could I put this on top here? No, that doesn't work. See, there's a problem there, Duplo. That doesn't work. I want things to work on top of that, but I do know that some things do work. So, but is it consistent enough for me? I don't think so. We'll put these, no, we won't put those wings there. We won't maintain consistency. We'll put a gap there, and we won't put a gap there. Okay, how do those OCD people feel? A little bit like me. Okay, so we've got that. We're gonna chuck a giraffe on the top. So now we've got 3 eyes, because the giraffe can't see use this eye. You can only use this eye for this side. So there's 3 eyes. So it's not quite as good as the eyes of the, what was the thing? Mac and the tomato, but it's still pretty good. And we can put this, do you call that a spoiler from a car? You can put that right there. Why not put a spoiler on the head of a giraffe? I think we might be able to finish that. We'll put a cone on top of the spoiler so people know where the boundaries are. Cool. All right, there we go. I think that's all of the colors. And what is really fun is that I do have some neutral colors. When I say neutral, I've got some whites. Well, how about that? The flaxseed, it didn't come off. That is one very tenacious flaxseed. And you know what? A flaxseed that can stay on my hand for 38 minutes, it deserves to stay. It has my full respect. Well done, flaxseed. I've also got some greys, but I thought we might just stick with the bold colors for today. Let's just have a little bit of a quick run through. We have our orange creations right here. Let's just do a bit of a runway. Or maybe we can, well, for yellow we'll do different music. Okay, there was the Dua Lipa clap right there. Let's do it again, because we're still on yellow. Clap, clap. Okay, a few more. Do you want to hang around for this? You should, because you're going to be showing your Duplo and doing a runway for them as well. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. Love beatboxing, can't help it. Okay. All right, here, then this is just a trailer. All right, okay. Now, do I need to do that for all of them? Maybe not, but you did get a little bit of a runway there. Have a look at what happened to the aquas and the blues and see how you feel about that. We got the train there, and we got this watering can on sort of 3 square legs that don't usually connect. We've got the tropical vehicles straight from the inspiration of Donkey Kong Country. I mean, there is Donkey Kong Country HD currently on Switch, but I mean, the OG. Can you beat it? I know that 8-bit do. If you Google 8-bit do, they have these awesome Bluetooth Super Nintendo controllers. And I am not being sponsored to say that, but I'm very excited to get those Super Nintendo controllers so it's a little bit easier to play Super Nintendo with my kids. Here we go, we've got the tractor. Let's go up here. Cool. And we'll finish off with this coral and purple masterpiece. And that was a really fun time that I've had talking to absolutely nobody, but definitely you. But I mean, obviously you can't respond to me because you may be a few streets away from me, or you may be maybe on the other side of the planet. But it has been very wonderful sharing my creative color free play with you. I hope you have the loveliest day, and I will see you for either some nice soft music building for new Duplo sets, or some more of me just talking just into the endless abyss and the nothingness. Before we go, let's just finish off with a beat. That piece, that little thing just broke. There we go. And you will not see much of me again after this beat. Okay, we ready? Here we go. We'll do a Dua Lipa beat, hey?